Hello everyone and welcome once again to DCS. Today we're going to be doing just a quick startup guide for the F-16 Viper. One of the newer modules, JF-17 being the newest. This is the second newest, but for me the most anticipated module of DCS as of current. I know the Kiowa is up and coming. There's rumors of an F-15E Strike Eagle, but F-16 is it for me. As two F-15Es depart in the distance there. Anyway, let's get our aircraft all configured. So I'm getting ready to do just a training mission of air-to-ground sortie. So I'm going to lightly equip my aircraft with some 9Xs. I will put 120Cs on my outboard stations, and then everything inboard is going to be bombs. So I think I'm going to do 2 GBU-12s on pylons 3 and 7. And then we'll do a GBU-10 on our inboard hardpoints. We'll put a centerline fuel tank because we'll probably need that. And then obviously our lightning pod. And I'm going to rep good old Wisconsin. 115th Fighter Wing, local to where I grew up. Change up the library there. Anyways, while our ground crew is kitting out our aircraft and we watch the Washington Aggressor F-16 go by, let's get the start procedure going. So we're going to come over to the left-hand side panel here to the main power switch. Click that into the main power detent. 2 clicks like so. I'm going to come over to our radio next. And if you've got simple radio enabled, you can easy fast dial your ATC, otherwise you'll have to manually adjust that. I'm going to request startup permission from the tower.
Colt 1-1, request startup. Colt 1-1.
Good.
Clear for startup. Wind 245 at 2 meters per second.
Alright, so we're clear for startup. I'm going to go ahead and move our jet fuel starter switch into the number 2 position. And you'll see we'll get a green illumination light that'll come on. I'm also going to close our canopy while it's going. So we're now green under the full run. I'm going to bring our throttle into the idle detent. The default binding for that is going to be your right shift key and home. We're going to come over to the left-hand console here. Make sure our engine climbs nicely and our turbine interstage temperature does not exceed our max. We're almost into 60% there. You can hear a JFS cut out. And the aircraft spools to life as the engine comes through 60%. I'm going to come over to this side here. Turn on all of our avionics systems and set our INS to start aligning. Come back over to the left side. I'm going to set our IFF to the normal operate mode. Make sure all of our lights over here have extinguished. Flickus is good. Go to our external lighting panel. Set that to normal. Turn off our formation and aerial refueling. And I like to run, when I'm on the ground at least, I like to have the wing and tail lights flashing plus our single anti-collision. Like so. And then if it's bright daytime, like it is today, I'll turn off those navigation lights and leave our anti-collision light flashing in the meantime. Go ahead and clear out our master caution. Coming down to our forward right-hand side panel, I'm going to turn our radar altimeter on. I'm going to turn on our flight control radar, and I'm going to turn on that right hard point station for the targeting pod. Back up to the center one more time. We want to make sure our HUD symbology brightness is adjusted accordingly. And we can also test out our hammocks while we've got the time. That looks like it is working properly. Not going to use that for any air-to-ground stuff, so we'll switch that back off. I'm going to come over to our countermeasure dispenser, set that to automatic, enable our chaff, flare, jammer, and radar warning receiver. Then I'm going to turn on our threat warning, which you can see, well, if we had any active threats, would illuminate there. And now it's a waiting game. We're essentially nearly ready to go ourselves. We'll uncage our standby attitude indicator. And then I need to wait for the INS to finish aligning. It's about a 4 to 5 minute ordeal. So we can come back after that. Okay, so you can see now on our HUDs up display, we have the word align flashing as well as the word ready on our multifunction information display. So we can come down to that same right-hand console and move our INS from the normal to the navigation. And now we're just set to nav, and we can use this for whatever we want. Which, of course, I picked one that's still under development. So, anyways, after that, you're pretty much set to go. You can go ahead, turn on your taxi lights, set your nose wheel steering, make sure your seat's armed before you go out. Request your taxi clearance from the tower.
Colt 1-1. Request taxi to runway.
Maybe. Well, maybe not. Do a quick brake check.
Colt 1-1. Clear to
There's our
taxi
clearance.
runway 3.
Brakes are good. Do a quick control systems check. It's a great looking airplane. Such a good module. If you haven't picked it up already and you're on the fence, do it. I know I say that for everything, but do it. As far as that INS alignment time, it only really takes a rough guess about, like I was saying before, 3 to 4, maybe 5 minutes. It's less than the Mirage 2000, I can tell you that. So if you can deal with the Mirage's alignment, you can deal with the F-16. A lot of times I'll set the INS to align, and then I'll start going through all my mission briefing stuff, because then that way, by the time I've done all of that, it will have been aligned. So anyway, that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to go out and drop some bombs on some sim targets, and I will catch you guys in the next episode. As always, take it easy.
Colt 1-1. Request takeoff.